Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Hired and Wired. I'm just pulling us up on LinkedIn per usual. Make sure we're going live there. It's Thursday. So usually we have these on Wednesdays, but since I was out of the office, we thought we would still give you a little value here and not skip the week. One second. Love this from me. Okay. Say good morning. Let me know who's here. Today we're going to go over several different things. We're going to go over what's going on in the job market. We are going to go over resumes, profile audits, see if we can make an impact on your job search. There's a lot to talk about. 1 second. Here we go. All right, I believe we are. Yes, we're live. Beautiful. So the job market has been a little tricky. We have seen a lot of layoffs, but more hiring than we thought. There were a lot of companies that we kind of expected to not do much hiring, but they really pulled through. So we are super busy right now. Taking some time off was not ideal, but I was in Vegas. I had a fabulous time. Fabulous. And it's like the second time I've been to Vegas this year, and it's only April. But yeah, so we have a lot of clients that are actively hiring right now. Let me pull up exactly what we are hiring for so I can let you guys know. Sorry, I should have been more prepared. Been running around like a chicken. All right. So I have a lead front-end software engineer. I've got an engineering manager, a head of sales for a crypto accounting software, a associate researcher for a venture capitalist firm. Liquid Tokens is what that is mainly about. VP of content for an AI company. Actually, we've kind of filled that one. So stay tuned. And then a brand marketing manager for also an AI company. They're looking for someone that's ideally a mom, someone that has experience marketing to moms, and that is really passionate about AI security. We also have a head of marketing with a crypto exchange. We have a API engineer with another crypto exchange. Sorry. And then we have we need glasses. What is that? Oh, I'm sorry. An SRE. So if you guys are open to new opportunities, let your girl know. I've got a couple jobs open for you. We actually have a couple calls with current clients and then a couple new calls coming up. Now, here's what you need to know about us. And I think it's very important. So don't forget to say hello if you're here. We have fewer job openings than some of our competitors because we're very thoughtful about who we work with. So in my clients, my candidates are everything. They're my bread and butter. So I'm looking for great cultures, growth opportunities, healthy, stable, well-funded companies. But most importantly, I'm looking for excellent leadership because you put a boss, not a job. You know what I mean? So that's the criteria in order to work with the tech recruiters. I want to do the right thing. You know, I'm not here to collect a paycheck. I'm not here to put a butt in a seat. I'm looking to make a long-term match for both my candidate and client. So if I don't see you being there for at least 3 years, it's just not something I'm comfortable taking on. Good morning, Aditya. Are there any Gen I vacancies? Not at the moment. Marilee, I would love to learn more about the brand marketing position, brand manager position. Why don't we talk a little bit about it? So this company is building an AI security tool for children. They're looking for someone that has strong experience with branding, but specifically storytelling. So they need someone to craft emotional, compelling stories geared towards moms. They're looking for someone that has a flair of crypto because there are crypto rewards associated with this product. So if you've got crypto experience, you have kids, passionate about kids and their security, could be a great role for you. We're ideally targeting someone on the West Coast. Salary range here is up to 180. So that's a little bit about the brand marketing manager. Aditya for freshers. So here's the challenge with us. Our clients come to us for the perfect person, and that tends to be mid to senior level. So we don't do a lot of work with freshmen or internships because our clients don't necessarily need our help finding those. There's so many people that are applying. There's so many people that are getting referrals. So we don't work on a lot of more junior roles. Very rarely, sometimes, but very rarely. If you are looking for a new role, you are always welcome to check our job board, which is listed on our LinkedIn page, and our website. I think our website's pretty spicy, actually. We keep that regularly updated. So if you'd like to check there as well, the website is thetechrecruiters.com. Is there anything anybody would like to discuss today? Marilee, right up my alley. My graduate thesis was about keeping children safe online, and now I'm in storytelling. Beautiful. Are you on the West Coast? Gosh, it's always great, getting back from vacation, right? You're in the zone, but you're also getting back in the zone. Would anybody like a profile review today? I think what's really important is positioning yourself on LinkedIn. So I have a client that doesn't even look at resumes. They only look at the LinkedIn profile. So if your LinkedIn profile is exactly where it needs to be, you're going to have a higher likelihood of getting a job interview. On top of that, LinkedIn is the largest ATS in the world. So how it works is on the back end of LinkedIn, I can search keywords, and whoever has those keywords on their profile, they come up in a list. So if you have, let's say I'm looking for a graphic designer, I might be looking for the keyword Figma and graphic and designer. So if you have those 3 words on your profile, you're going to come up on my list. I can search by location. I can search by zip code. I can search by years of graduation. So to really target the right profile. So you want to make sure that your LinkedIn profile says exactly what it needs to rank you at the top of that list. How do you do that? That is repeating keywords and the skills section. So repeating keywords, your title gets pulled as a keyword. Your summary gets pulled as a keyword. The description of each of your jobs get pulled as a keyword. But here's the cool part. Skills are pretty much everything right now. It's crazy how LinkedIn has transitioned over the last 10 years. So LinkedIn is prioritizing the skills section on your profile. So you want to have, graphic design, Figma, prototyping underneath your skills section. Now here's my hack. Under each experience, you can tag a skill. So if you tag graphic design to all the 5 graphic design jobs that you've had, you're going to come up higher on that list. That's adding 5 graphic designs to your profile. I don't think LinkedIn has figured this out yet, so take full advantage of it. Tag those skills to your profile or to your experience. I also think adding media, specifically as a graphic designer, is really helpful. So how you add a media, you scroll down to the bottom of the profile, you press add media, and then you can add some of your images that you've created. You can attach recommendations. You can attach pretty much anything. I have someone that came to me, and I don't do this normally, but she came to me as a travel agent. She's become a really good friend, and I helped her build out her entire profile. And what we did is we tagged photos of the different locations that she works with. So anyway, I thought it was pretty cool and pretty creative. Chandramila, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to pronounce your name incorrectly. Let me pull this up. Are there any talent partners, in-house recruiter vacancies, remote? I have 5.6 years of experience and currently residing in Germany. So, great question. I'm sure there are, but we specialize specifically in the US. So all we do is US hiring. That's where most of our candidates are. That's where most of our clients have been. And also, we're trying this thing called work-life balance. It's very new. We're not quite sure what it is yet. But working internationally for the last 6 years has been, long days, lots of hours. And as a recruiter, I have to accommodate my candidates in their time zone and their off hours. So we're moving down to the US. So that way we're working Pacific to Eastern, which gives us a little more flexibility in our day. Marilee, I would love a review. Fabulous. Raphael, nice to be. Hello, everyone. Glad to be here and nice to meet you, Emily. Raphael, very nice to meet you. Thanks for hopping in. Yeah, I'm trying so hard. Shamdrima. I would definitely be searching Indeed, LinkedIn, Career Builder, and Monster. I don't know if those are Germany specific, but I would be applying to those jobs there and also reaching out to companies that have a small team of recruiters. So if they've got one recruiter on the team, they're likely growing and will have more. Oh, of course. So let us talk to Mary. Beautiful. Let me just exit out of this. I'm trying to keep this all confidential. Oh, Marilee, I need your permission in writing to share your resume with our audience, with our friends. This is recorded. It is going to stay on LinkedIn. So I need you to type to me. I give you my permission. And that's literally all I need. While you do that, give me 1 second. Okay. All righty. But we can definitely do LinkedIn profile reviews, help position you to be the best, to be found the most. And you know what kind of annoys me with LinkedIn is it'll pull up like 5,000 profiles. You can only go through 1,000. How do I know that? I've clicked that button 1,000 times. 1,000 times. And number 1,000, it doesn't let you go past. I mean, most recruiters don't go past anyway, but like, I'm pretty thorough. Beautiful, Marilee. Wonderful. Let's get it done. All right. Share screen. Application window. Okay, share. All right. I hope you can see this. Zoom in a little bit. Okay, beautiful. So Marilee, love this photo of you. It's warm, it's friendly, beautiful. People are very visual, right? So if you look like a crab apple in your photo, they're less likely than to reach out. You want a banner photo here. So you're a storyteller. I would literally Google the word storytelling, pick an image and call it a day. You can also Google your industry. So if you want to be in the AI industry, Google AI, pick a picture there. Hold on 1 second. Trying to make it like this. Okay, this is better. All right, how do I share? What is happening here? I've been doing this for 6 years. You think I would know how to do it? Emily, get it together. Okay, here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Global brand storyteller, tech communication strategist, turning complex ideas into compelling narratives. Love it. This is actually beautiful. I might add years of experience, but this tells me exactly who you are, what you do, and what you're passionate about, right? About section. Okay, so this is a little bit on the short side, and it's also one big chunk of text. You want to eliminate the big chunks of text because people aren't necessarily going to read all the text, but if you break it up into bullet points, people are more likely to pay more attention. So I would also talk about storytelling in Spanish and English. Beautiful. I would talk about the technology that you've worked on. That's beautiful. Crafting compelling narratives. I would talk about who you have story told to. Is that even a word? Who you have marketed to. Just as much information as you can get in here. Years of experience. Years of experience, category, maybe top skills, and go from there. Here's what I love. You are posting on LinkedIn. Here's the thing. Posting is not a popularity contest. It's not to get all the likes. It is literally to be kept top of mind. Use Restream, then you can stream to YouTube as well. Restream. I'm using StreamYard. Maybe we have to switch to Restream. Thank you for the note, Brian. So posts are good. Don't worry about the likes. It's more important than views. And then scrolling down, Yeah, this looks really good. But again, big chunk of text. Break this up into bullet points. Public relations. Don't forget. So here's what's interesting. There are two, Antonio, hello. There's two different words for public relations, right? There's public relations and there's PR. So you want to make sure that you have both in your profile, because a recruiter or a hiring manager might be searching PR or they might be searching public relations. So make sure you have both. You can even put like a little parentheses, oversee public relations, parentheses, PR, strategy, engagement. Okay, so manage a network of social media brand ambassadors. Talk about how many. Give some core numbers, right? People want to understand what value you have brought to your previous company and what value are you going to bring to our company. All right. So I'm glad that you have good information underneath each of your descriptions. Again, just break it out into bullet points. And you really, again, want to talk about metrics and numbers. Okay. So what I'm about to say, I bet half of you jump off, but I'm okay with that. So when someone is hiring, it's about revenue. Companies aren't looking to hire people and sit in a circle to sing kumbaya, right? That's not what companies do. They're looking for people that are going to make an impact on revenue. And I believe every position can have an impact on revenue. What do I mean? Let's talk about it for a second. Sales, revenue, marketing, attract new customers to bring in revenue, product, build new products to bring in revenue, administrative assistant, free up the executive's time so they can streamline the business to bring in more revenue. I mean, seriously, like every job out in a company is about bringing revenue. So if you can hint to that, if you can give some cold hard numbers, you're going to have a lot more success. Building relations. I would also talk about your ICP, your ideal customer target, ideal customer profile, the same thing. Oh, last thing I forgot. So you want to add a sentence about what the company does. Not only is this going to educate the reader, but it's going to add keywords that are you just give me a second. Keywords that are related to the organization you are working for. So the easiest way to find a job is to apply to similar companies, right? You don't need ramp up time. You already understand what it takes, and you already have relationships that could benefit that company. So sentence about what the company does. And let me show you one other thing. So why is that important? If I have never heard of this company, I've got to click on the logo. Click on the logo, right? Reputations are built on it. I don't know what that means. So then we're going to go to the about section, and then we're going to scroll down. So that's basically 3 clicks to understand what type of company you come from. And I'm not saying that people aren't going to make those clicks, but also people aren't going to make those clicks. So put a sentence about what the company does. You'll see a lot more success. This is better. It's built out into more of a bullet point structure. Just add the bullet points, even a little dash, or like the check mark emoji. Fabulous. I love that emoji. And beautiful. You've got skills tagged here. So make sure we've got skills tagged. You've got them here, but I think you can add them to each experience. Double check that for me. Executive assistant. Beautiful. See here, you've got some bullet points, but this, just delete this. All you have to press is delete, 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 and space, and that'll take out that spacing. Right now, it looks like a copy and paste from a Word document, which is totally fine, but we can clean it up a little bit. Intern, beautiful. Mentor, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Do you still have this? Interesting. So if you take rid of these spaces, it'll also even out the text. And then I think educating the reader about what CLA first, freshman students by providing guidance and support. I would capitalize freshman because it is technically a title. Okay, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take dates of education off your profile. This is going to tell people how old you are. This is going to tell people, oh, maybe she only deserves, X, Y, and Z salary. Maybe it's only appropriate for her to have this, this role based off her age. So age shouldn't be a number. It shouldn't even be a consideration. it shouldn't matter when you graduated to determine your salary or the level of position. All right, media outreach, blah, blah, blah. English, Italian, beautiful, 3 languages. Beautiful, okay. Wonderful. Merrily, I no longer have security clearance. That's fine, I just thought it was cool. So overall, I would rate this profile. I think there's some significant edits you need to make. So I would say it's about really like a 6.5 out of 10. I'd love for you to come back next week, except it's at Wednesday at 10:30 Central. And let's do it again. All right, let's go through some of the comments we missed. Sarah, I'm looking for my next role. I've been laid off for about a month. I am rooting for you. I know people that have been laid off for a year and a half. So Sarah, if you want to tell me in the comments a little bit about what you do, going back. Hi, this is me. I spot a Bitcoin logo behind. You sure do. So the crypto recruiters is what we have been for the last 6 years. We just recently expanded into the tech recruiters because we do more than just crypto. But sometimes people look at us and they're like, we're blockchain, not crypto. And it's like, it's a keyword, but that's fine. So we wanted to make sure that we're fully educational to our candidates, to potential clients. Because that's the other thing is a lot of people in crypto, 1, want to leave crypto, or 2, come from a variety of different backgrounds, and they're not just looking for roles in crypto. So it made sense to expand to be able to service those candidates in an even better way. Brian, give me some feedback. Is it any better? Or is it still spotty? Elijah, I'm looking for a job. I'm an AI software engineer, especially a startup. I love moving things from 0 to 1. That's a fantastic intro. I actually love that. All right, beautiful. We are all caught up on comments. Is it better, Brian? I don't know, these comments are coming in all weird. Yeah, it's not even loading comments on LinkedIn. Love this for me. All right, but I am seeing them in StreamYard. Do we really have to move to Restream? It's expensive. And I also know StreamYard. Actually, that's a lie. I don't even know how to screen share on StreamYard. So maybe it makes sense to switch. Thank you for the advice. Okay, guys, so we are running close on time. We've got about 4 minutes left. Any last questions, any last concerns, comments, good mornings, anything we want to chat about before we wrap up? I'm here, I'm available, I'm ready. Oh, I will tell you guys, if you want to have a conversation with me rather than talking on Hired and Wired, there is a link on my LinkedIn page. It says book an appointment. You are more than welcome to join a group meeting. It's on every Wednesday after Hired and Wired. It's a group of 10, sometimes 5 to 10. We all get in a room. We talk about our biggest pain points, what we can do to fix them, and just give general support. Brian, it's LinkedIn. Fair. Jack, as someone looking to make a pivot from commercial real estate to crypto, how would you recommend I pursue opportunities given I've been involved in the crypto space since 2021 on a personal level? Beautiful. So when you say personal level, are you investing or are you building? That would be my first question to answer. Antonio, thanks, Emily. Great job. Thank you, Mr. Hoskins. I appreciate that. Brian, I use the free version of Restream. I switched from StreamYard. I stream weekly on LinkedIn and YouTube discussing career and products. Very cool. I'll have to join one of your lives, Brian. I'm so honored that you came to mine. So, Jack, let me know if you're investing or if you're building so we can cover that. Wow, LinkedIn is really lagging. It's all the way back on Merrily. Hold on. I do a little refreshy. We'll be caught up. Oh, wow. The quality on LinkedIn is terrible. We're switching. That's it. All right. Complaints filed. We got to switch. Investing. Jack. So here's what I would say. I'm so upset about the quality because it looks great on my computer. It's fine. It's fine. So if you've been investing, I would talk about that on your resume. Active investor. I would also be doing a lot of networking and a lot of going to conferences. So when you go to these conferences, don't be targeting the hiring managers, because when it comes to, let's say you're going to a networking event, Jack, I'm sure you've been to multiple real estate networking events. You don't remember everybody you meet. You don't, right? And hiring managers are usually leaders within the company. They're there to meet with colleagues. They're there to meet with potential business. They're not going to remember you. I hate to say it, but it is just the truth. So if you meet more with people at the conference, colleagues, potential colleagues, less leaders, they're more likely to remember that conversation. I would also definitely be bringing a card, not real estate related, and adding people on LinkedIn. So when I go to conferences or networking events, I meet with someone, I take a picture with them and put it on Telegram. And then I step aside and I write a little note about who they are and what we talked about, and I add them on LinkedIn. And then when I get home, I follow up with them on LinkedIn and then jog their memory with what the notes that I wrote about our conversation. Oh, but I work investment type of role in real estate. Beautiful. I think there's a lot more transferable skills in an investment role than in a selling real estate role. Nothing wrong with selling real estate. It's just, it's tough to, do those transferable skills other than a sales position. So that's what I would suggest, Jack. I would go to some conferences, go to some local networking groups, make friends with the doers, and then get introduced to the executors. All right, guys, we have hit our time. Have really enjoyed being here with you today. Thank you all for joining. I'm sorry that the quality sucked. We'll look into Restream and see if it's any better. All right, my friends, I'll talk to you soon. Have a great, okay, there we go. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. Have a great afternoon.